Welcome to Chemistry Fundamentals. I'm Dr. Rajiv Oberoi. We are dealing with the chemical properties of haloarine. So, in the part 1 of chemical properties, we have dealt with the reactivity of haloarine. We have already dealt that reactivity of haloarine as compared to haloalkane is quite low. We have discussed there are two reasons. One is the presence of resonance in haloarine and other is the double bond character. We have discussed that in the previous video, part 1. Then we have dealt with the nucleophilic substitution reactions in haloarine. Nucleophilic substitution reaction in haloarine. Now after this, now we come to the reaction with metals. So reaction of haloarine with metal, we have already dealt with reaction of haloalkane with metal. Now it is haloarine with metal. So the first reaction with which now we are dealing with the reaction with metals. The first metal is reaction with sodium. So as we have discussed in haloalkane, that when haloalkane is made to react with sodium in presence of dry ether, haloalkane when made to react with sodium in presence of dry ether, it results in formation of alkene with twice the number of carbon. Suppose we have taken methyl chloride, it results in formation of ethane. If we take ethyl chloride, it will result in formation of butane. That is, we get alkene with twice the number of carbon, and this reaction is termed as Wurtz reaction. So conversion of haloalkane into alkane by reaction with sodium metal is called as Wurtz reaction. Now if the same reaction is applied to haloarine, then name is different. Reaction would be of same kind. That we say that if haloarine is made to react with sodium, like haloalkane, if haloarine is made to react with sodium, suppose you have taken chlorobenzene, and if it is made to react with sodium in presence of ether, it results in formation of two ring will combining, resulting in formation of diphenyl. So this chlorobenzene when made to react with sodium metal in presence of ether, two ring combines to form diphenyl, and remember this reaction is termed as Fittig's reaction. So reaction of haloalkane with sodium is Wurtz reaction. Haloalkane with sodium is termed as Wurtz reaction, but haloarine with sodium is termed as Fittig's reaction. It results in formation of diphenyl. So haloalkane when made to react with sodium, it is Wurtz, but haloarine when made to react with sodium, it is termed as Fittig's reaction. Now next is the Wurtz-Fittig's reaction. Wurtz-Fittig's reaction. So it was Wurtz reaction when haloalkane was treated with sodium. It is Fittig's reaction when haloarine is treated with sodium. But if mixture of the two, that is haloalkane and haloarine, mixture of haloalkane and haloarine is made to react with sodium, this reaction is termed as Wurtz-Fittig's reaction. When mixture of haloalkane and haloarine is made to react, when it is haloalkane it is Wurtz, when it is haloarine it is Fittig's. But if we take mixture of the two, then it is termed as Wurtz-Fittig's reaction. What are the possibilities? The first one is that one molecule of haloalkane react with one molecule of haloarine to form alkyl benzene. One molecule of haloalkane react with one molecule of haloarine to give alkyl benzene. Over here we are getting methyl benzene. We are getting methyl benzene, which is termed as toluene, and remember we can easily convert toluene into benzoic acid. We can easily convert toluene into benzoic acid. We can also convert toluene into benzaldehyde. Very important. I will deal it later. So over here when mixture of haloalkane and haloarine is taken made to react with sodium, then the first possibility is one molecule of this react to give alkyl benzene, which is methyl benzene in this case, termed as toluene. But at the same time two molecule of haloalkane may react with sodium. Two molecule of haloalkane may react with sodium to form alkane. This is another possibility. Or two molecule of haloarine may react with two atom of sodium to give diphenyl. So which means if we are taking mixture of haloalkane and haloarine, then we are getting mixture of the product. If we are taking mixture of haloalkane and haloarine, then we are getting the mixture of the product. We can get the alkyl benzene. At the same time we can get alkane. At the same time we can get diphenyl. So when only haloalkane is used, it is Wurtz reaction. When only haloarine is used, it is called as Fittig's reaction. But if mixture of the two is taken, then this is termed as Wurtz-Fittig's reaction, results in formation of mixture of this compound. But this methyl benzene is a major product. Now there is one more metal with which haloarine react. It is reaction with copper metal. Reaction with copper metal. Remember, with copper metal only iodobenzene react, none other. With copper metal only iodobenzene react, none other. So we say this reaction of iodobenzene with copper metal, this reaction is termed as Ullmann's reaction. Reaction of iodobenzene with copper is termed as Ullmann's reaction. Suppose you have taken iodobenzene. We have taken iodobenzene when it is heated with copper metal. Iodobenzene, when heated with copper metal, two molecules of iodobenzene will react with one atom of copper metal on heating, resulting in formation of diphenyl plus cupric iodide. Diphenyl plus cupric iodide. So this reaction of iodobenzene with copper to obtain diphenyl on heating is termed as Ullmann's reaction. The reaction of iodobenzene with copper on heating results in diphenyl reaction is termed as Ullmann's reaction. Remember, this reaction is given only by iodobenzene. Other haloarine do not undergo this kind of reaction. Now coming on to very important ring reactions. Ring reaction in haloarine. Suppose you have taken chlorobenzene. So we are aware this halo group are electron donating. Halo group are electron donating, and as you know that all electron donating group are mostly ortho para directing in nature. So chloro is electron donating, therefore it is ortho para directing in nature. Therefore on presence of this chloro on the ring, the next group will come either at ortho position or para position. In this group, chloro will direct the next coming group either onto ortho position or onto para position, either ortho or para, either ortho or para. So remember, in case of chlorobenzene, chloro is ortho para directing group. Therefore during ring reaction, the next coming group will come either at ortho position or at para position. More important, that chloro is deactivating in nature. Remember, this chloro group is deactivating in nature. Therefore as compared to benzene, the reactivity of chlorobenzene is comparatively less. As compared to benzene, the reactivity of chlorobenzene is comparatively less because chloro is electron withdrawing and therefore it is electron donating, and therefore it is deactivating in nature. This chloro is a deactivating group. Therefore reactivity of chlorobenzene is less as compared to benzene. So let's begin with the ring reaction. Now if this chlorobenzene is made to react with chlorine, if chlorobenzene is made to react with chlorine in presence of FeCl3, it undergo chloronation either at ortho position or at para position. So this H and this Cl, that is from the ortho position, or this H and this Cl, that is from the para position, will go. So the next chloro may either come at ortho position or it may come at para position. It may either come at ortho position, it may come at para position. So it results in formation of a benzene ring having two chloro. As compared to one other is at ortho position, as compared to one other is at ortho position, therefore it's called as dichlorobenzene. It is ortho dichlorobenzene. As compared to one other is at ortho position, therefore this is called as ortho dichlorobenzene. At the same time, as compared to one other could be at para, so it could be para dichlorobenzene. Ortho dichlorobenzene, para dichlorobenzene. Remember, out of ortho isomer, very important, out of ortho isomer and para isomer, this ortho isomer would be minor in quantity, will be formed in lesser quantity, whereas the para isomer would be major. Reason: in case of ortho isomer, the distance between two group is minimum possible. The distance between two group is minimum possible, therefore repulsion is very much high, due to which its stability is comparatively less. Due to these group are comparatively near in case of ortho isomer, the repulsion is very much high, due to which its stability is less, hence it is formed in lesser quantity, that is it is a minor product. In case of para isomer, the distance between the two group is maximum possible. The distance is maximum. The distance is maximum. Therefore, the repulsion is minimum. Therefore, stability is maximum. Therefore, it is formed in greater quantity. So, ortho isomer is a minor product. Para isomer is a major product. This reaction is chlorination, reaction of chlorobenzene with chlorine in presence of FeCl3, which is the halogen carrier. Similarly, if this chlorobenzene is made to react with concentrated nitric acid in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, which is termed as nitrating mixture, it will undergo nitration. Chlorobenzene, when made to react with concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid, which is termed as nitrating mixture, it will undergo nitration. I have written HNO3 in form of HONO2. I have written HNO2. This HONO2. This is HNO3. This HNO3 is written as HONO2. Now this H and this OH either from the ortho position, or this H and this OH from the para position may go. So NO2 may come at ortho position, NO2 may come at para position, resulting in formation of ortho nitrochlorobenzene, ortho nitrochlorobenzene, or it may result in formation of para nitrochlorobenzene, para nitrochlorobenzene, ortho nitrochlorobenzene, or para nitrochlorobenzene. Now again, in case of ortho isomer, the distance between the group is less, therefore repulsion is high, stability is comparatively less, therefore this will again be the minor product. Over here, distance between the group is it is the highest possible, therefore repulsion is least, stability is highest, therefore this is formed in greater quantity, that is it is the major product. So once again, the ortho isomer are minor, para isomer are major. The first ring reaction is halogenation. Over here we have discussed chlorination. The second ring reaction is nitration, but may it be chlorination or nitration, it is taking place either at ortho position or at para position. Why? Because chloro is ortho para directing. Why? Because chloro is electron donating in nature. Now if I discuss sulfonation, the third ring reaction, sulfonation. So if chlorobenzene is made to react with concentrated sulfuric acid H2SO4, it will undergo sulfonation. If it is mixture of concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid, then it is nitration. But if it is only concentrated sulfuric acid, then it will undergo sulfonation. I have written this H2SO4S, HOSO3H, HOSO3H. So this H from here, this OH from here goes in form of water molecule, either from the ortho position or from the para position. So this SO3H may either come at ortho position or it may come at para position. It may either come at ortho position or it may come at para position. So this SO3 may come either at ortho or at para. But as we know that as compared to chloro and sulfonic, sulfonic is more preferred. So since sulfonic group is more preferred, therefore name is based on sulfonic. Name is based on sulfonic. So benzene with sulfonic is called as benzene sulfonic acid. Benzene with sulfonic is called as benzene sulfonic acid having chloro at ortho position. So termed as orthochlorobenzene sulfonic acid. It is orthochlorobenzene sulfonic acid. It may be this also, that again the benzene sulfonic acid sulfonic group is preferred group, therefore this is named as the main group. Benzene sulfonic acid ortho position, meta position, para position, there is chloro at para position, therefore we are getting para-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid, para-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid. Once again, the ortho isomer is minor, the para isomer is major. The ortho are minor in quantity in all the cases, para isomer is major in quantity. The next ring reaction is Friedel-Crafts. The next ring reaction is Friedel-Crafts. Now we know that Friedel-Crafts are of two types. One is alkylation, other is acylation. One is alkylation, other is acylation. What is alkylation? It is reaction with haloalkane. Alkylation is reaction with haloalkane. Acylation is reaction with acid chloride. So when this chlorobenzene is made to react with methyl chloride in presence of AlCl3, methyl chloride in presence of AlCl3, it undergo alkylation. One of the H get replaced by methyl. The H either from ortho position get replaced by methyl, or H from the para position may get replaced by methyl. So ortho hydrogen getting replaced by methyl or para hydrogen getting replaced by methyl, resulting in formation of orthomethyl chlorobenzene. There is methyl at ortho position, therefore we are getting orthomethyl chlorobenzene, or it could be ortho meta para paramethyl chlorobenzene. Orthomethyl chlorobenzene or paramethyl chlorobenzene. This reaction of chlorobenzene with haloalkane in presence of AlCl3 is termed as alkylation, resulting in formation of orthomethyl chlorobenzene or paramethyl chlorobenzene. But if the same reaction is carried out using acid chloride, if the same reaction is carried out using acid chloride, CH3C double bond OCl3, acetyl chloride we have taken in presence of AlCl3, so what happens? It undergo acylation. The H of the ring is replaced by CH3C double bond O. This Cl and H goes. This Cl and H from the ring goes, and C double bond O CH3 comes on the ring. H is replaced by C double bond O CH3. H of the ring and Cl goes in form of HCl, and C double bond O CH3 comes on the ring, giving this compound. Now we are aware that this group is preferred group. C double bond O CH3 is preferred over chloro. We are also aware that if across the ketone group there is methyl on one side, phenyl on the other. If across this ketone group there is methyl on one side, phenyl on the other, then it is termed as acetophenone. It is termed as acetophenone. So CH3 on one side, phenyl on the other, compound is termed as acetophenone, and there is chloro at ortho position. Therefore, this is termed as orthochloroacetophenone. Termed as orthochloroacetophenone. As compared to this group, chloro is at ortho position, called as orthochloroacetophenone. At the same time, C double bond O CH3 group may attach at para position also. It may attach at para position. So this is ketone group around across which there is methyl on one side, phenyl on the other. It is termed as again acetophenone. This is ortho position, this is meta position, this is para position. Chloro is at para position, therefore we are having this is para chloroacetophenone. So it gives you orthochloroacetophenone or para chloroacetophenone, orthochloroacetophenone or para chloroacetophenone, of which the para product would be major, ortho would be minor. The ortho product would be minor product, para product would be the major product. Now if we discuss the mechanism of ring reaction. So we have already dealt with how benzene undergo ring reaction, the mechanism of ring reaction in benzene. Now whatever happens in benzene happens in all. So the mechanism is of same kind. Mechanism of ring reaction now in chlorobenzene. So it is this ring reaction is a three-step process. Ring reaction in haloarene, may it be chlorobenzene, bromobenzene. It's a three-step process. In the first step, formation of electrophile takes place. First step is formation of electrophile. The second step is electrophilic attack on the ring. The second step is the electrophilic attack on the ring, forming an intermediate. The first step is formation of electrophile. The second step is electrophilic attack on the ring making an intermediate. The third step is removal of proton termed as deprotonation. Removal of proton termed as deprotonation. These are the three steps that will be followed. Formation of electrophile number 1, attack of electrophile on the ring forming an intermediate, then removal of proton, that is deprotonation. Let us discuss in detail. So in the first step, the molecule of chlorine Cl2 in which there is a shared pair between two chlorine comes in contact with FeCl3. We are aware that FeCl3 is termed as halogen carrier because it carries the halogen. So what happens? This FeCl3 will withdraw one of the chlorine atom along with the shared pair, that is chlorine in form of negative. One of the chlorine would be withdrawn in form of chloride, converting other chlorine into chlorine with positive called as chloronium. So when this chlorine molecule comes in contact with FeCl3, it results in formation of chlorine with positive charge, that is formation of chloronium ion. Formation of chloronium ion, which is electron loving species, that is electrophile. It is itself electron deficient, therefore it is electron loving, therefore it is termed as electrophile, plus FeCl4 1 minus. So FeCl3 converting into FeCl4 1 minus, and this molecule of chlorine has converted into chloronium. This is electrophile. First step is electrophile formation. Now in the second step, this electrophile will attack. So when it was benzene, the attack could be on any position. If it was benzene, attack would have been on any position, but now the principal compound is chlorobenzene, therefore attack will according to the directional effect of this group present. So as I told you, this group is ortho-para directing, therefore this will attack either at ortho position or at para position. Because of ortho-para directing group, ortho-para directing nature of this chloro group, this upcoming electrophile, that is chloronium, will either attack the ortho position or at the para position. So suppose right now at the ortho position, so this chloro comes at ortho position, resulting in formation of intermediate. Now since this hydrogen is still there and this chlorine has come along with the positive charge, so since this chlorine has come with positive charge, therefore this positive charge of the chlorine will resonate in the ring. So just to show that this positive charge is resonating in the ring, just to show that positive charge which has been brought by chlorine is resonating in the ring, we make a broken circle with a positive charge inside. We make a broken circle with a positive charge inside. So this is an intermediate. So what happened? First it is electrophile formation, that is chloronium ion formation. Then chloronium ion is attacking at the ortho position because chloro is ortho-para directing, resulting in formation of intermediate. Resulting in formation of this intermediate is represented by making a broken circle with positive to show that positive is resonating in the ring. And now in the third step, this intermediate undergo deprotonation. This intermediate formed in step number 2 will now come in contact with FeCl4 1 minus formed in step number 1. FeCl4 1 minus formed in step number 1. So hydrogen from here without electron pair, hydrogen without electron pair, that is hydrogen in form of proton and one of the chlorine as chloride, so H plus and Cl minus. H plus and Cl minus goes in form of HCl. This FeCl4 1 minus is converted back into FeCl3, and now we have two chlorine atom on the benzene ring, resulting in formation of ortho dichlorobenzene. Ortho dichlorobenzene is formed. Ortho dichlorobenzene is formed. So this is how the ring reaction in haloarine takes place. So may it be, I have discussed the mechanism of halogenation. Same would be the mechanism of nitration. Same would be the mechanism of sulfonation. Same would be the mechanism of Friedel-Crafts. So may it be any of the ring reaction, halogenation number 1, nitration number 2, sulfonation number 3, Friedel-Crafts number 4, In all the cases, the mechanism follow is same. First step will always be the electrophile formation, as in this case it is chloronium formation. In case of nitration it would be nitronium formation. In case of sulfonation it would be sulfonium formation. In case of Friedel-Crafts it would be carbonium formation. So this step will slightly change, the first one, but the next two steps will be same in all the case. The second step would be attack of the electrophile to form an intermediate. The third and the final step is removal of hydrogen, that is deprotonation of this intermediate, resulting in formation of the final compound. So this is how the ring reaction in haloarine take place. So this was the second part of chemical properties of haloarine. In the first part, I dealt with the reactivity of haloarine followed by nucleophilic substitution reaction. This is the second part where I dealt with the reaction of haloarine with metal and the ring reaction in haloarine followed by the mechanism of ring reaction. So these were the chemical properties of haloarine. Just master them.